Donald Trump was on Fox News today in a pre recorded interview with Howard Kurtz. And Howard Kurtz pushed back against the Haitian immigrants claim and said, look, it's been debunked. Why don't you come out and say, hey, it's been debunked. It wasn't a thing about the Haitian immigrants eating the dogs and the cats. It's been debunked. And Donald Trump comes back and he doubled down. He goes, well, I don't know that it's been debunked. And Howard Kurtz goes, well, the officials there have said it's not true. And he goes, well, I don't know that. And what about the geese? The geese are missing. All the geese, they're gone. And kept saying it's a horrible thing they're doing there. They brought all these immigrants in, 30,000 immigrants. You brought in 30,000 immigrants into a town of 50,000 and just rambled for a little bit. And Fox News is now pushing back against Donald Trump in real time. They're doing what they should have done 8 years ago. When Donald Trump was campaigning the first time, instead of embracing him, they should have pushed back against some of his crazy rhetoric. But they're starting to push back against Donald Trump, I think mostly because they don't want to deal with another $787 million defamation claim like they got from Dominion Voting Systems last time for pushing the big lie. So they're coming out and saying, hey, this isn't true. They're pushing back. I saw Fox the other day came back and while he was in the middle of a 20-minute ramble about Arnold Palmer at his campaign event in, I think it was Pennsylvania, they cut from Donald Trump's campaign event and they started covering the Kamala Harris event. Fox News is starting to hedge their bet that Donald Trump is going to lose, and they are trying to shift back to being fair and balanced. They are going to give you a right-leaning spin on everything, but they're going to start to try to show you more of left-leaning Democrats in a decent light or better light than they have been. And they're going to start backing away from the dangerous rhetoric coming out of Donald Trump. And they're starting to push back against some of his worst claims. They're doing it because they can see the writing on the wall. Even Fox News sees Donald Trump is starting to lose. He's losing it mentally, and backing some of his more extreme positions is going to be bad for him. So while they should have been doing this, starting 8 years ago when he first came down that golden escalator and treated him like the joke of a candidate that he was, they're getting there now because they can see that Donald Trump is clearly diminished. He's not living in reality. He's making all this stuff up. He's running with any claim that he can make that he thinks makes immigrants look bad, Democrats look bad, and a lot of it is very hurtful and harmful. And Fox is trying to avoid being part of that. So you're going to start seeing a little bit of pushback. It's not going to get really, really bad until after the election, after Donald Trump loses the election to Kamala Harris in November. I expect Fox to start really pushing back against Donald Trump and coming out with a bunch of stuff against him. Maybe not completely against him, but slowly backing away from their position of complete support with Donald Trump because they can see the writing on the wall. Donald Trump is going to lose. He's already losing it mentally. He's clearly diminished. He's not the same person he was when he beat Hillary Clinton in 2016. And he's not even the same person he was when he ran up against Joe Biden and it was going to be close in the 2020 election. This election's not going to be that close. It's going to be a landslide, and there's going to be a lot of people wondering what the hell happened because the media made it seem to be way too close.